Hi guys! So today's question is, where do you see yourself in 5 or even 10 years? And I've got to say, who knows? I hope to be doing something in music, whether that's teaching or writing or just singing or performing or whatever. I just hope it involves music and spreading that joy of music to others. I hope to be using my major, music education, so I hope to be teaching music. But I mean, I'm just gonna go wherever God takes me, and if that's in music, fantastic. I mean, I feel like that's the gift that I was given, and so I want to take it and give back to Him from what He's given me. So I hope to be able to spread the joy of music to as many as possible, because it's such a fantastic gift. And so yeah, that's what I want to be doing with the rest of my life. In the future, I personally hope to see myself doing what I previously just said, but I mean, who knows what's gonna happen in the future? Anything could happen, and I just want to leave room for possibilities. I mean, I hope to, maybe not in 5 years or 10 years, but I hope to have a spouse and be living a good life and love my job and just be happy. I mean, I want everyone to have a happy future. And I mean, I don't really know where I'm going to be in 5 years. I don't really have an answer for it, but just wherever I am led, I will follow. So that's what I'm going to go with. My question for you all this week is, what has your family done to, what part does your family play in your musical life? Like, are they talented with music? Do they sing? Do they play any instruments? Are they the ones who got you started? Like, did your parents start you on lessons, or did you want to start lessons? Like, I know for my parents, they started me on lessons. So I mean, you guys can take it really wherever you want. I mean, how has your family affected your decision with music? Just take it wherever. For me, I owe my musicality to my dad. I mean, we don't exactly see eye to eye, we don't really always get along, but he's the one who started me on it, and that's, I am grateful to him for that. He always sang to me, and he always sang in general as a kid, or when I was a kid, not when he was a kid. So I just picked up on it. Like, I just always sang. My siblings would get so annoyed at me and just go, "Cora, shut up, like, stop singing." But I just couldn't. It was like a natural thing. So since they noticed that, my dad started me on piano lessons, and whenever I've asked him why he started me on lessons, he would always say, "I knew you always had musical ability, and you can hear, you have a good ear, and I want you to be able to read music, because I never could." So that kind of got me right here, because it was very nice to think that he cared about that. I mean, at that time, it didn't really seem like a significant gesture, but thinking back on it, it's just, wow. Because if he hadn't started me on piano, I would never have learned how to read music. I would have never learned how to play piano, and I would have never developed this love of music. I mean, I think I might have just loved music in general, but having a first-hand experience is what has just made it so much better. And then in 5th grade, he started me on French horn, and I never knew why. He just says, "I've always wanted someone in the family to play French horn. So since I'm the musical one of the family, he chose me." And at first, I did not practice. Sometimes I still don't practice. I mean, I do more, but I'm not like consistent with it. But I didn't like it at first. Every lesson, did you practice? No. Well, you're supposed to. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. But I mean, I've broken that habit. So, so yeah, he started me. I'd never taken voice lessons, but that's one of my favorite things to do is to sing. I like all of my instruments together. I love the piano, I love the French horn, and I love singing. I mean, they're all equal in my book. There's no ranking. I've been singing the longest, and then piano the second longest, and then French horn the last. And yet I'm here for French horn. And I think it's just because I feel like I have more to learn on the French horn. I mean, there's obviously things to learn in the piano and in voice, but I feel like the French horn will be more fun, I guess. Or, I don't know, I just love the way the French horn sounds. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got all the awesome parts in a lot of soundtracks, like in Narnia, like all the battle scenes, like French horn is the thing to play. So that's why I love it. And it's got a gorgeous sound, but it's also got like a really legitimate battle scene sound. It's just really cool. So that's why I like the French horn so much. And I think that I would enjoy learning more about the horn than I would on my other instruments. So my dad, this is gonna be a really long video, so sorry. My dad is the one who got me started, but my mom is the one who kept me going. Like I said, I didn't really practice all that much, and she would always be on my butt. Cora, you need to practice. Cora, you need to practice. Go practice right now. You know, it was like kind of like when I was a little kid. Like I would be sitting at the dinner table, and I wouldn't eat my green beans because I hated green beans. She'd say, "You're not leaving this table until you eat your green beans." And so that's what she did with me in my lessons. You're not leaving the house, or you're not going upstairs to do your homework or anything until you practice. So she was pretty stern about that. And it paid off. I mean, in high school, there were times when I wanted to just stop doing show choir and stop doing band just because sometimes it was so hard, and other times I just hated what people were doing. You know, they didn't care, or they were always angry, or it just was not positive, and I didn't like it, and it was very difficult to enjoy, you know, my musical activities with all that negativity. So my mom is the one who made it worthwhile. She was working every day, and every time I had a competition on Saturdays, she would always be working, but if she could make it, she would go. She made it to any competition, any concert, even practices. So she was very dedicated to my success, and I owe her a lot. I mean, words can't even describe how much I owe my mom and how much I love her. And she's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, and she's the reason for who I am today. And I love her so much. And she is my inspiration, and I'm doing this for her. It is a personal love for music, but the reason I am here is of her, and I just want to make her proud, and I love making her proud, and everything I do, I just love making her proud, and I love having her come to my events, and I love seeing how proud of me she is, and it's really satisfying to know what I mean to her, and I have no words that can describe what she means to me. I mean, she is everything to me and more. So, yeah, sorry to get all cryy on you, but my mom obviously means a lot to me. And I have a twin brother and a sister, and my sister is not very musical. She wants to be. She wants to learn to play instruments and all, but she doesn't have the patience for it. I mean, me and my brother and my sister, we all started piano together, but I was the only one who showed aptitude for it, so I kept going and they both quit. But my brother picked up the trombone in middle school, so we were always in band together because we're twins, so we were in the same band. And then he joined show choir sophomore year of high school, so that was fun to have him around, and so we enjoyed that together. So he's musical too, and he's a very good singer too, actually. So me, my dad, and my brother can all sing quite well. My sister can sing, and my mom can carry a tune, but they're not, they're just kind of like, you know, singing in church kind of singers. So yeah, that's my family. My dad started me off, my mom kept me going, my brother was my partner in music, and my sister was just kind of fun because she would always be like, play this, play that, you know. She was just kind of, I was her teacher, I guess, you know. I didn't really teach her much, but she always asked me questions, so it was fun. So yeah, that's sorry for the really lengthy video, but I like talking about that. So have a good night.